So Bernie Sanders has stopped his campaign. I would like to introduce progressives to the best candidates for the presidency and lower office. They are not Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, Andrew Cuomo, Elizabeth Warren. The best candidates for progressives reside as the presidential candidates in the Libertarian Party. Let me introduce you to some of them. Ken Armstrong, Dan Berman, Joe Jorgensen, Adam Kokesh, Sam Raab, Vermin Supreme, Arvin Vohra, Jacob Hornberger. These men, one woman, give progressives everything that Bernie would have given him if he had gotten elected, and faster, because Bernie would run into an intransigent congressional majority. Guess who libertarians support? Everybody who wants to do their own thing without forcing it on one another. That is probably at least 25, I'm going to say 27 to 30 million Americans. Take 1/3 of the largest party. That would be maybe the Bernie followers of the Democrat Party, 35% of the voting public. And let's say half of that 1/3 are really sincere, okay? I think half of Bernie supporters are going along for the ride. It's kind of fun. It's kind of neat. But when push comes to shove, are you really going to buy into Medicare for all, Green New Deal? All right, maybe a half of your supporters, Mr. Sanders, are like that. Okay, 1/3 times 1/3 times a half, I do math, times about 325 million. It's 27 million people. That is larger than Denmark, Sweden, and Norway combined. It's enough people to have your own welfare system, your own Medicare system. Medicare for those who want it. I coined that before Pete Buttigieg. It's enough to have your own higher education system, your own retirement system, your own almost any choice of systems. Just don't force it on others. And that's what libertarians love, okay? Most of us think that it's wrong, but none of us are going to force it on you. That's the big difference between Bernie Sanders and libertarians for fiscal policy. Now, the 27 million is plenty to have sustaining systems. Okay, all it takes to really have good health insurance is a pool of a little over 100,000 people. Okay, you get 27 million people, you're protected. So Bernie will respond, because I've asked him, and he says, but it's good for everyone. No, it might not be good for everyone. You're no wiser than the head of that household, and the head of that household, and the head of that household, who have different needs. And even, Bernie, if you were wiser, we're not going to give you and the government that power. That is un-American. Libertarians say individuals should have that power to decide. And if individuals want to coalesce in a Medicare for all who want it, by golly, go ahead. We would like to see it happen, and you don't have conservatives then antagonizing you. It happens faster. Why are candidates from this small, young party better than every seasoned politician in the big two old parties? Because libertarians who have not been in power have also not run up deficits that are going to be almost impossible to pay if you are under 30. It's big parties that have done that. It's big parties that have fostered rich versus poor animosity. It's big parties that have exacerbated racism. It is big parties that have cut down individual choice. Libertarians would like choice. It's the ultimate of American values, and it's neglected by media. Well, maybe if they don't have an interesting Democrat primary to turn to, maybe finally they will turn to us, these really good libertarian candidates, and the many libertarian candidates for state office, for governorships, for congressional seats. They deserve scrutiny because they are the ones who get progressives what they want, and incidentally, conservatives what they want. Because yes, conservatives too would like to have hands off. Government, don't be around for us to do the things that we would like. So long as you're not harming other humans, libertarians believe it's not the government's business. This is socially liberal and fiscally, I'm going to say conservative, unless you'd like to be fiscally liberal too. And back to the Bernie Sanders crowd. If you believe in monetary theory that can keep printing money, if you believe in environmental protection that might actually cut down your own economy, but that's the trade-off you want to make, we aren't going to get in the way. Consider liberty, and please consider libertarians. I'm Mark Stewart.